Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox and I'm back with another Epic 7 video. I want to do my daily summon real quick and then I'm gonna show you my auto Wyvern 9 team. Alright, 3-star. Okay. So this is the team. Got Taranor Guard that applies defense down debuff. Turn off the skills for Taranor Guard and Sez. Sez is my auto damage dealer. He applies healing debuff with a 100% chance on skill 1. And then he has another chance to do it again with a 50% chance when the target is at 50% HP or below. So Sez is really reliable to apply this debuff unless it gets resisted, but I have like 40-ish effectiveness on him, and Taranor Guard is about the same in the 40s, or maybe it has 50. And I turn off their skills because I don't want Sez to use his ultimate. I just want him to reliably land that healing debuff. But since Tiaria was nerfed, this is the group composition that I'm running with. On the first turn, it can be rough. You just need to have the survival to take the hits. So I'll just show you how it goes in action. The barrier from Diane is very helpful. It's actually +5, the enhancement on it, so quite more powerful than initially when you get it. And that -1 turn cooldown is really good. So you can see the turn order. The Wyvern just goes here on Destina, which doesn't do much to her because she has a ton of health. She's only 5-star, but still she does get decent amount of survival if I 6-star her, but seems to be enough. Now, of course, to run Wyvern on auto stage 9 or 10, you need to have 2 debuffs on the Wyvern or you get double attacked. And you also need a bunch of speed. Now my setup is Sez is on lifesteal set and Taranor Guard is on lifesteal set as well. It does lower the amount of damage output they can do, but it's extra source of healing, and it's very helpful when it comes down to having max health when the big burst damage comes in. You see, like all these assists, it's a ton of damage. The group composition, this one, the boss does the shielding, but this is when the group really shines, because Taranor Guard applies the defense down, and then there's plenty of time for him and Sez to do damage. 2 debuffs again, just 1 attack. Got resisted, but another chance here. Applied the healing debuff. Taranor Guard has 75% chance to land the defense down debuff. Destina is getting hit quite often. It could be that because she is the element that the Wyvern is strong against. This is the breakdown. There's a lot of healing going on. So let's run this thing another time, and I'll show you the gear after that. If you have a lesser amount of gear, you can just run something similar and pay attention to when you get to the second wave, when you actually are gonna face the Wyvern. If he double attacks and it doesn't land on your tanky hero, you can just yield if you lose a damage dealer, and then get back in there. The higher your survival, the better your success rate, and eventually you don't have to even pay attention. You know it's gonna be 100% success. Sez does speed up the run on the first wave because of the area damage. Taranor Guard, it depends on how lucky you are with the dual attacks. He could be like dual attacking every time someone goes if you're really lucky. If you're not lucky, he could just not dual attack if you're very unlucky. That's across the whole run, really. He has plenty of chances to go. But before, when you had like T-area in the group, you were able to just have pretty much your whole team go before the Wyvern, and that made things extremely easy. You were just able to well, so many chances to apply your debuffs. Got resisted here. You can see that the Wyvern has 70% effect resistance. He's also immune to stun, provoke, sleep, silence, and decrease combat readiness. It's all about balancing the survival of your heroes. You could just get them more health. It doesn't matter. Like with this specific group composition, the damage output is not that big of a deal because Taranor Guard and Sez together can deal a ton of damage. The Wyvern is very slow here. It gives me the opportunity to go multiple times. Plenty of time to land those 2 debuffs. Dual attacks. And after that, like it's all about surviving until the Wyvern gets his shield, because after that, I mean, you see the damage. You see like the Wyvern just couldn't do anything. He just broke the shield and he eventually just died. And in that time frame, you can just heal yourself back up with life steal on Taranor Guard and Sez, and you can have Destina heal. You can have Diane apply barrier to the whole group. Everyone stopped off. The barrier is applied. You will have both debuffs applied on the boss because you were able to go multiple times, and Sez has 100% chance, and then 50% chance if the boss below 50%. And there's also the fact that I am using, show you the gear, like on Sez, this makes him this gives him another chance to go with skill 1, which has another chance to apply the healing debuff. Very reliable, and I'm running him with a decent amount of speed as well. So this is working out just fine. The effectiveness is not as high as I thought. It's 24. I've been moving gear around because it's free right now. But here are the stats. This weapon, I got lucky with this. Everyone was able to get that. It rolled into speed twice, and there's still 2 rolls that I can do. So very good. Just pause if I go too quick. But Destina is all about stacking as much health as possible on her. Diane, you want her quick, you want her on speed, and you can use broken sets or health set, defense set. It doesn't really matter. So I've got the full tier 4 abyss set, and I've got the half of the tier 5 lifesteal abyss set right now. So he's on lifesteal crit. So Sez and Diane now. Taranor Guard. Still have some pieces that I can enhance. This artifact is easy to get multiple copies, so you can just limit break it. Destina with 13.6 thousand HP. I'm using the whole PvP set because like the ring, for example, I'm using I moved the ring that I had on her. I was using the 1 in a million ring that gives, is it 50% HP or is it 40? No, it's not even here, it's on silk. Gives 50% health. That's huge. That's really high survival. But it's on the speed set, and I don't really care about having speed on Destina. So I don't farm gall, and so this was the best I could come up with for my current setup. Did I show all the pieces? Yeah, like even 2 pieces of speed set gear. And since she's in the front line, she's gonna be tanking, and you can fully use, well, on the Wyvern it's random, the attacks, but she gets hit more often than the other 3 from what I noticed, and she's earth and fire counters earth, so this might affect this might increase the chance of her getting hit as well a bit, but the Wyvern's pretty random. So yeah. And also she's got very high effect resistance. She can dispel debuffs. Diane can dispel 1 debuff. She can dispel with her skill 3 all debuffs, and gives combat readiness 15% per debuff cleared. So that's working out just fine, and her speed is only at 97, which is not much, but defense just shy of 1,000, and Diane 1200 defense, just shy of 9,000 health, 181 speed thanks to this, and this might even roll more in speed. Well, I hope, fingers crossed. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.